goes by, "This is a public service on YouTube."
This is a public service.
This is a public service.
Great, thank you so much.
I need to make a couple public records requests, and then I needed to ask a question about an email that I sent to, is it April? Is that how you pronounce his name?
He's deputy chief of April, yes.
Deputy Chief of April, okay. Is that effective when?
A few months back, I believe.
Okay. Is he in today?
I don't know. I don't know.
If he's in, I'd like a word with him. We've been exchanging some emails back and forth, and then he, last I knew, he forwarded something on to the chief to get clarity on.
Okay. And what is your name, sir?
My name's Phocion. P-H-O-C-I-O-N.
P-H-O-C-H?
C-I-O-N. P-H-O-C-I-O-N. You guys know me as Mr. Gray.
Mr. Gray?
Mm-hmm. Mr. Gray.
Well, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
All right, let's see if he's here.
Thank you.
Sir, he's in a meeting right now.
Okay.
I'm not sure what time he'll be out. He should be out shortly, hopefully.
I'm happy to wait if I'll actually see him. If not, then I
Okay, let me find out.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, sir, you can just have a seat.
All right. I do have a separate issue.
Okay.
That I don't think he can handle. I wondered if I could make a couple of public records requests.
That's
Yeah.
what you were about. Okay. Okay, and what's the issue with her?
It's for officer safety because they're
I
scared.
was just gonna say, I'm sure that if, like, I can't see past that, right? So if I was trying to do something questionable.
It's fear. They're scared of the public.
Oh, okay. All right. You just want to write on here exactly what is it you need?
Sure. I might spell the last name wrong. Rosasco. He recently resigned, so I can write it down, but
Okay,
I might spell it wrong.
That's okay.
Okay. Do you know if Longwood creates daily activity logs?
You know what? I'm not quite sure, but we can find that out. Daily
Orange County
activity
has a
logs.
dispatch.
Pardon me?
Orange County, I live in Orange County, they actually have a dispatch where you can look at everything.
DeLand does too. The city of DeLand does
I assume
also.
that Longwood does as well, or Seminole County.
Okay, right on.
Okay.
Yeah, if you publish an
activity
activity
log.
log, that'd be even better.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure, I would just like do a Google search for Seminole County, Florida dispatch records. It's live,
Okay.
so.
And they dispatch for here, so it would be
Right.
their stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm gonna live around the corner.
Okay. Not to my knowledge, we do.
You don't post one, or you don't even create one.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Do you guys call it something else?
I'm not sure. This is not my department, so I'm just filling in for, but I can find out.
Because if I make a request, it will only come back if those search terms are, something that you guys use. So if you call it a daily report and I call it a daily activity log, a smart aleck records custodian might say, "Oh, well, we don't have one of those." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just trying to set you guys up the best to fulfill the records
Okay.
request. That's
Let me go ahead and deal with them really quick while you're filling that out, and then we
worries.
can find out that answer.
Thank you.
I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but
So we need an
there
officer.
is a website for dispatch calls
For Longwood or
for
for?
Seminole County.
Okay.
So and we're in Seminole County. It's seminolesheriff.org. So all I did was Google Seminole County dispatch calls.
Good morning, Lillian.
Okay,
This is
thank you.
April Roller, Longwood Police Department. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I have a gentleman in our lobby who would like to speak to an officer in reference to some fraudulent activities on his bank account. Yes, I've got his driver's license here.
No.
So it's going to be vision stems to that. Arthur is his first name, common spelling. And the last name looks like it's Van. Yes, that's correct. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you
Yes.
know when this happened?
Last week.
Last week. No.
I have bank information.
Oh, no, yeah, so the,
All right, well, thank you so much.
If this does take longer and you did decide that you wanted to leave for.
Okay. They're on their way, that's for you.
They could, talk to them, or
Oh,
you can
on the
call
phone?
Yeah, you can call the non-emergency number. and
Okay.
they can-
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can do it over the phone.
So you've already dealt with her, or she's still dating someone?
No, she said she can do it over the phone because she has an appointment at 1. So I don't
Okay.
know how long an officer's gonna take to get here.
That's true.
What's the non-emergency number?
Okay, I'll write it down in here for you.
Oh, it's right here. It's already out there.
Okay, so this is,
And you're going to speak to someone and they can answer some questions for you.
Okay, thank you, City.
okay, is there a phone number we can reach you, or you just want us to email you?
Yeah, if you just email that to me, I'd
Okay.
appreciate it.
And you wanted to know if it's called anything else?
Yeah, I mean, because I'd like to look at what you guys are doing every day,
Okay,
but I don't know how best to do that.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just gonna do that anyway.
I was told that you would have to
Sorry.
contact, that's okay, the Seminole County Dispatch?
Okay, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so, okay. What was your name?
Marilyn.
And Marilyn, what do you do?
I've
Since
been-
you don't do this. Okay, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
I got it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Ready? Got it.
Sir?
Hey, I'm not sure, you responded to a couple of my emails, and I think the last I knew it was going, you were gonna send an email to the chief.
It was forwarded to chief.
Do you know if we have any,
Resolution?
yeah, or what's can you tell me if the IA, was that an actual IA, the original one with Bryant?
When you talk about the original,
The parking lot incident, where he attempted to hit me with his car.
that's your take on it. That's
Yeah, right, well, that's what we're talking about. I mean, I'm not trying to rehash the issue, I'm just asking a
Good.
question about.
Actual internal affairs? No.
Okay.
So, and whatever you got from me is exactly what was there. So,
You mean the report?
yeah, report is your report.
Right. So what is the threshold for an officer's behavior where on one hand there's whatever that thing was, and then there's an internal affairs investigation?
We review things.
Mhm.
When I say we, all complaints will be forwarded to up the chain of command.
Mhm.
And then if there's some merit to it, then a proper, what we deem, and I want to say proper because then we'll leave that up for debate,
Mhm.
but what we deem is a proper assessment of it for whatever review or investigation. Sometimes those terms get viewed interchangeably, but I want to just say that it gets reviewed and then it gets meted out for the proper review or investigation.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And then you were asking for the video,
Yeah.
the whole thing. I've since released that. I'm sure that.
Well, I understand that, and I don't want to get caught up in semantics. I mean, like you mentioned something, and you're right. The last time you and I met, it was a cordial conversation.
Mhm.
Right.
I've done nothing but polite with you.
No, I would agree with that.
Mhm.
Sometimes we're human. We get a little bit.
Sure.
Off
I'm
kilter.
not calling anything that's happened between you and I in the past.
I've been trying to be professional, and I've just asked for
Yeah.
the video. If you were the victim of a crime, and in your eyes you were, okay, in our eyes you weren't. I think we've kind of hashed that out, right, through my report and your assessment of it. Is that fair to say?
I did read your report, and I
Your assessment
see your
is
side.
okay. So it's fair to say that you felt that you were the victim of a crime. I don't feel like you were, or my investigation or review, again, interchangeable words, didn't disclose that. Okay. So I don't know.
So have you seen the most recent video?
No,
Okay.
no. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you or any citizen in the city was the victim of a crime, I would want all of that information right away.
Mhm.
Because if you were, out of being respectful of me right now, what do you prefer I call you? Ocean or
Sir.
government name?
Sir.
Sir? Okay. So why would I not want that all up front? That's what I asked you for from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have meted that out, and we could have delayed 6 months of back and forth. Or
Between you and I?
yes,
Okay.
because I can't do my job with half information.
Sure.
So,
well, at that time you didn't know that you were getting half the information.
well, I did know that because, well, and from my knowledge, you requested it, the cameras from the courthouse. There's a lot.
I actually got the cameras from the courthouse before they denied a more recent request for the same footage.
Between you and the sheriff's office, my friend. But I don't know that I can do a full investigation or give you a fair assessment if I don't have it all. And what you had put out and gave to me was a very small snippet of what was actually occurring that day.
Very true. Done so intentionally. I did that intentionally.
Well, that stifles my ability to give you the proper answer.
Sure.
Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense.
Okay.
So, I'll take all that at the face value, and I understand that maybe there would have been a different investigation had you had the clip of the entire incident, right?
Well, you say different investigation, it would have been more timely because I can only go with what you're giving me, right? But I didn't have what you were saying, not that what you were saying matters, but what was going on in the interactions and where you felt you were in fear, or being hit and how aggravated assault works. Mm-hmm. But seeing what I saw from a video camera, or from the surveillance footage, didn't match up to what you were telling me.
Okay.
Or you were telling the sergeant who took your initial complaint, and then I said it in the report, you're being coy, and I felt like you're not giving me everything as you being coy.
Yeah, well, I was certainly being coy with Gallon because, I get what I get with every single person I ever have an interaction with. So if you're going to be like that with me, well, I can give it right back. You know what I mean? I understand your position.
Can you respect this? Being a deputy chief of police department, I deal with a lot of stuff all day long, right? And I want to treat your complaint or your situation as much as I want to treat anybody else, right? So I want to get that done as quick as I can. And if I'm getting bits and pieces over the course of time, I can't do it, right? There's more truth than what I'm looking at.
Sure.
You know, and your side matters, but if it doesn't rise to that level and there's different elements that have to be met, I can't just do something because you feel a certain way. Right? It goes for everybody.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, I can't tell you to stop posting stuff because I feel a certain way. Right? It goes for everybody.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, I can't tell you to stop posting stuff because I feel a certain way. It's your right to post it, right?
Right.
Of course, I'm going to be human and offended and the knocks on our profession.
Well, I mean, don't be unoffended unless there's reason for offense, right? I mean,
I don't want to get caught up in a
yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm doing stories on Longwood, and you're a part of Longwood, so you're thinking that I'm attacking you, or I'm attacking the chief, or I'm attacking whoever. I'm attacking a problem that I see, a perceived problem.
Good. I'm glad you said perception, because I think that's what we're going to.
Well, that's everything is. I mean, your perception. I mean, everything is perception, right? So all I have is mine. I try to look through your lens. It's difficult for me, but I try to look through your lens because I see what I expect the police to do, and then I see what the police are doing, right? So I just want the police to do what they swore to do, and not all this extra shit, right?
I get sometimes how things look terrible, and I won't defend law enforcement in general, but in the same breath, I would say 99% of what we do is good, and there's always a bad apple somewhere.
Sure.
And your perception of a bad apple and my perception of a bad apple may be two different things. Is that
Almost a guarantee, yeah, almost a guarantee. So, putting all of the prior stuff aside, Sergeant Bryan made a claim in his internal affairs that I was making racist remarks. I've since released the video, the entire video. I'm happy to forward that on to you. Sure. What does, when somebody is accused of, I mean, that's a pretty high charge in my book. Okay. If I was just somebody and I said, is it April? Yes. Deputy Chief April, he's a racist. He's a racist. And I say that in my report, and it's just taken as fact, right? Mm-hmm. And then there's the actual facts where I never said anything racist.
Well, I'll tell you where that came from. You called him a self-hating black guy.
So you did see the video?
I saw that one portion, but I know you've released more stuff.
No, the portion you just saw had never been released until a couple of days ago.
That's what I was told and said. Okay. This is what I was told by Sergeant Bryan. He used a racial epithet.
That is not saying that you're a self-hating black guy. That is not a racial epithet.
Actually, it's up for debate. Actually, I've looked it up.
Did you? And looked it up.
Yeah.
You wanted to cover your officer's behavior that much that you looked it up.
What we just did for the last 10 minutes.
You think that me saying self-hating black guy is racist?
Or it's debatable? It's debatable. It has connotations behind it.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the connotations?
I don't even know what that means.
So then how, in one breath you say you don't even know what it means, and then in the second breath you say it could be racist?
It certainly wouldn't be taken lightly by a person of color, would it?
Does that mean it's racist?
Again,
if I said some, I don't know what.
Well, Sergeant Bryan may have a different opinion on that.
Sure, he might have an opinion, but it's not. That doesn't make it racist. His opinion doesn't make it racist. I think what we're doing is semantics. And when we talk about semantics, it's interpretations of words that are said. An African American may take what you said as racist. Okay, so I make one statement that I'll say, racial epithets, plural.
Okay, I type that up.
So what? So is that an inaccurate report?
What do you mean by inaccurate?
Did you type what he said, or did you type what you thought you were?
You said you were making racial epithets out of it.
Okay, but that isn't true. I mean, we can look at the tape and we can see objectively that that is not true. That's plural. That means I was saying more than one thing.
Okay. At the end of the day, you said something that was taken as a racial remark.
I said something that wasn't racist that you're telling me he took as racist?
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it, huh?
I mean, I don't want to minimize how you feel or how you felt. And I don't want to do that. So I feel like if I'm going to keep talking about it, it's going to be an attempt to minimize it. I don't know how you felt.
And I appreciate that.
So, because everybody's feelings are valid, whether I agree with them or not. So,
Sure.
and I really try to be objective and take feelings out of this.
Okay, well, I believe
And if I
appreciate that.
felt that you were being targeted by a vehicle driven by a member of this agency, there would have been more proactive information, proactive action.
Do you know what those officers were at the courthouse for that day? What case?
I do.
It was a case where officer drew his gun.
I'm,
Okay, then let me just say, he drew his gun at a car that he said was pointing at him, and he said on the stand that he pulled his gun because the car was pointed towards him. So your officers, it's okay for them to unholster their weapon and point it at an individual when the car's made and point in a direction out of officer safety. But when a private citizen is stalked through the parking lot by a vehicle, that's no big deal. Right? You can at least see a double standard, right? I'm not asking you to accept it, but you can at least see it, right?
well, one thing I'll tell you is that in the moment of action that a law enforcement officer takes, right, we can debate what happens on any interaction with law enforcement and citizens for years, and we do, right? Historically, we will do that. Officers have to make split-second decisions. I also remarked that how quickly the weapon was holstered and everything was brought under control. We have, yes. We open ourselves up to that type of critique because of the very nature of what we do. So I welcome the critique. I don't know that I feel that Officer Rosasco at the time was justified in what he did.
Well, I'm not questioning, I don't think he is, but I'm not even here to debate that issue, right? He did what he did. But I'm just saying, the very thing that he defended in court, saying that he drew his weapon because he was in fear that
We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.